Hello and welcome back everyone. I've heard many of you mention to me that staying at home has been challenging because with the long hours of study and also working from home, it involves a lot of inactivity. So today's video is giving you a reason why to get off that couch. I have some exercise that can work for you in your journey towards a healthy and stronger you. Before we start with the exercise, I would want you again to focus on why. Why do we have to exercise? What is the benefit of it? Well, exercise increases the blood flow in the body and it fills our muscles with oxygen, fresh oxygen, and it takes off carbon dioxide. It is good for your brain health. Did you know exercise produces new brain cells? So the minute you exercise, you have new brain cells forming for you. It promotes attention and focus along with memory. It also helps in reducing cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Focus lasts you at least 2 hours after your workout. So if you need proper focus, workout really helps. It also makes your hippocampus and your prefrontal cortex stronger and helps it build in size, which is something that we can help fight Alzheimer's for a very long time. Remember, just 30 minutes folks, 30 minutes of exercise benefits you immediately and also is an investment for lifetime. 30 minutes every single day makes you healthy and stronger. And remember, high intensity workout, a full body workout is highly recommended. For those who have decided that they have to start something today, they don't want to simply sit down on the couch, good for you. We are never too late. So we will keep exercises limited to flexibility and mobility for now. And once we get stronger, we go ahead with the others. What is flexibility? Flexibility is the ability to bend or stretch as much as possible without breaking or tearing. What is mobility? Mobility is the ability to move or be easily moved. What is the difference between mobility and flexibility? Well, flexibility is when one stretches or bends in order to lengthen the muscle. Mobility is when one is able to move the joint with the full range of motion. So flexibility is muscle and mobility is more joint-based. Why are they important to us? What is the use of flexibility and mobility? Well, flexibility is essential in our daily lives and helps us in lengthening our muscles, as explained earlier. Flexibility is also relative. By that I mean you need to stretch as much as possible on a daily basis to be more flexible. Stretching is an integral part of flexibility. When we wake up, we stretch. Why do we have to stretch? Because our heart rate is low, our muscles are not really getting the blood flow because of the low heart rate, and stretching helps us with the heart rate and the blood flow. And also, by the way, the good feeling that you get when you stretch, dopamine again folks. Similarly, when we are off to do any activities which need a lot of effort, or like sports or games, it is essential to stretch in order to promote flexibility, which in turn helps us in our mobility. By working on our stretching and our flexibility, we make sure that we avoid injury as much as possible and also promote a good posture and very good spinal health. Mobility is how we move with the help of our joints, and if we aren't in the best form, we would not be able to perform or produce the desired results in our task. If an individual lacks proper range of motion, sudden movements may risk an injury. Now for some basic full body flexibility and mobility drills. So our first exercise is to raise our arms by keeping a neutral back. The demonstration is as follows. So this is the exercise that we need to do. Raise our arms. This wouldn't be possible if you are lacking shoulder mobility. So if you are lacking shoulder mobility, you'll go to a wrong posture. So our intention is to keep our spine neutral. For the ones of you who cannot do this, there are some other exercises that could help you tweak this. So in order for you to work on this mobility, you need to lie on your stomach, raise your hands, push your chest down to the ground, and try and raise your hip up. Allow me to demonstrate. So for the ones who are struggling with this, I would recommend you start with an object that could support your body higher than the ground, which could encourage you to raise your hands. So that would work on your shoulder mobility. We're going to now work on our spine, and we're going to try and bend and extend our spine. We're going to try and give it a C shape both ways. Okay, so allow me to demonstrate. But now for our third movement is all about touching your toes. So we are going to try and stretch forward. Now remember, do it at your pace, be more comfortable at it, and as you get confident, you're going to increase it. But breathing in all this is very essential. As you go and touch your toes, I wouldn't recommend for you to breathe inwards, because your oxygen is going to be filling up your lungs, and that's going to take a lot of space. So breathe in, and then as you touch your toes, try and breathe out. Allow me to demonstrate. Remember, keep your knees straight, try not to bend it, so that gives a nice good stretch to the back of your legs, and also works on your neck. Remember, when you are bending forward, try to bend your neck as well. So our next exercise is one of the most basic. It is squatting deep. What is squatting deep? When you are able to sit in a squat mode without keeping your knees close to each other or on your toes, when you are relaxed in this position, it is called squatting deep. Remember, even in this position, your spine has to be in the best posture. If you're finding this a bit hard, I would recommend you hold on to something. For example, I have a couch just beside, which you can't see in the video. I'm going to hold on to the couch, and I'm going to keep a better posture for my back. Remember, this takes time, and the more you practice, you'll definitely get there. Our next workout is going to be for the shoulder. Again, I'm going to use a towel, but if you are comfortable holding a stick, there's no problem. Remember, keep the towel or the stick to the shoulder level and try and raise it up as much as possible. Allow me to demonstrate a side angle. So the goal is to extend your arm as much as possible. It works on your shoulders, but remember, do it at your pace. If you can't, do it and practice, and as you practice it on a daily basis, you'll get it. To strengthen our wrist is something that we need to focus on in our next exercise. How do we do that? We try and put some weight on our wrist as much as possible. Remember, if you don't have strong wrist, I suggest you do it gradually. First, you start off close, even your hands are close to each other, and as you go further away, you need to also put your body weight on them. It's not just moving your hands, but also your body. Remember, we need to put pressure on our wrist. So the side angle for you. If you have done that, we're going to work on our flexion, our wrist flexion. So you're going to use the other side. So you're going to go nice and easy first. Now remember, this is going to be difficult. Sometimes even I struggle with this. Currently I am struggling. It takes time and practice to get it stronger. So Like I said, first keep it really close. If you want, keep it almost crisscross, and close to each other, close to your knees. Okay, as you get stronger, slowly move forward and slowly go wider. Remember, do this gradually because it can hurt. Again, slightly wider. Don't forget to put your body weight. Now, allow me to demonstrate in a side angle for you. Phew! That was a struggle for me too.